My name is Ruth Samara. I am originally Ruth Higginson, and I grew up here on Welby Farm. And what you see in behind me is the only round barn in the area, and it was built by my great-grandfather Thomas Tweed Higginson, 1893 to 94. And it's unique in the area, it's a unique design, but that's not what I knew growing up. I grew up with just, it happened to be the barn in the backyard of my house.
My father was John William Higginson, son of William Gordon, who lived on Nelson Street in Hawkesbury. And my father, I was born in Manitoba. He was a veterinarian that worked for the government. And we lived out there until 1956 and then moved to Peterborough, which is where I live now.
Hello, I'm Heather Edison, this is Janice Buss, and we are direct descendants in the Higginson side. Our mother was Gladys Higginson, and originally we come from William, who came over, and then Thomas Tweed, I think it was, and Thomas Doyle, who was our grandfather that we remember well. We called him Grandpa Doc, and he was a dentist in Ottawa. He lived to be 102. And so we figure we've got good longevity going for us, hopefully, we're hoping.
Okay, so my name is Sue. I'm married to Leslie Higginson, and this is our daughter Julia. We're from Kingston. Les grew up in Hawkesbury. His dad, Leslie P. Higginson, Leslie Patty Higginson, had a home on Patty Road, which is now actually still in the family. That's where Les's brother Percy lives. We are descendants of the William branch, that's why we have the blue stripes. And further down the chain, it was George, one of the, I think, 4 brothers and 2 sisters that came across from Ireland to land eventually in Quebec City, meeting the Hamiltons, and then coming on to Hawkesbury because of the mill and all the work that was going to be there for them. And today we're at the round barn, and I guess that's first cousins. First cousins?
Yes, first cousins.
Yeah. So that's us.
So I'm William Higginson. My father's Thomas Higginson, my grandfather's William Higginson, my great-grandfather's Thomas Higginson, my great-great-grandfather's William Higginson, one of the brothers who came out from Ireland in 1819. My father grew up in this property. He fell through the barn roof sometime in the early 1920s, I think. Injured himself fairly badly. It was a sad thing at the time, but then he didn't have to fight in any wars after that, so it probably wasn't such a bad thing. I've been coming here on and off, not frequently, but for weddings and for funerals and now for family reunions for best part of 60 years. It's a very special place. My cousins were raised here, and I know some of them a bit, not terribly well. I now live in Kingston, retired professor from Queen's University, and my dad was the person in the family who sort of did the major work on developing the family history. So he has 2 publications that most of these people have heard of now. One is the descendants of the Reverend Thomas Higginson, going back to Ireland in the 1750s and bringing the 4 sons. We focused on the sons, but 3 of them came out in 1819. One of them came out in 1817. So he's the one we focus on, since we thought we better not delay any longer, since some of us are getting a bit creaky. And of the 350 people at this gathering, we're all descended from one of those 4 brothers, I think, one way or the other. So 6, 7, 8 generations on.